Hey, we're back once again. So we just got done ordering a bunch of parts like we said. I guess it all came in this night except for a few things, being the grommet, more wiring stuff, shocks, springs, a bunch of the socket holders for the bulbs in the back were actually really bad because of the rust that was in there. But we've got something to fix that. We've got everything. We've got a lot to do. Not a lot of time to do it or the want to do it. Today is super hot. Kind of a swap meet going on in Williston where I'm from, where it's just a bunch of old car stuff. I want to go check it out again at 2, hopefully when everyone's set up and people are out there. But I think the goal today is we're gonna hash on the throttle cable. We're gonna hash on the speedometer, see if we can get what we need to do to get that actually going, because I don't know, they don't sell a kit. I've asked people on the internet how to get that 3-speed and the 4-speed, because the 4-speed has a smaller gear than 3-speed. So I don't really know what we're gonna do to get that to go. All I heard was get a universal cable and make the one you need with the fittings you need. So the biggest problem we're running into is the one to the dash for the gauge is a male end thread on the 73. On the 77, the issue I'm running into is it's a female end thread, and the speedometer in the car has a nut that spins on. So probably could just put a bolt on the cable, but I don't know. But we're gonna get at it. We're gonna get to work. Follow along and we'll get all the work done and we'll keep going. More to the car, almost done. Really want to drive this damn thing. Really want to drive it. So maybe we'll do that today. Don't need a speedometer to drive it in the yard. So let's get back at it. Get the car up in the air and start working. just a little update. We decided to take apart the shifter, which is not a Hurst, I guess it's an ITM. I made a little video on my phone of how I took it apart so I know how to put it back together. This is definitely out of my comfort zone, so we're going to take it nice and slow, and once we get it back together, we'll see if it works finally and shifts right. So I'm going to clean it and I'll get back to you guys, okay? We're back. We rebuilt the 4-speed, even though I am missing supposedly some little spring. I don't have one. I never had one. So that's why I was complaining about having to lift it up myself and nothing kind of jammed right. That's it. But it looks a lot better clean. Wire brushed everything, took it to the solvent tank, cleaned everything. Now I think we're going to tape it up and do some paint. Probably could have painted it when it was apart, but I wanted it together just to see what it looked like. One thing, if you do this, I put a carriage nut in here and thought I had to spread it to get this out. This is a pound. This side's dimp fit, this side pounds out. So just pound that out. Don't try to spread it like I did, because I actually bent the casing a little bit, so we're trying to get it to go back to normal. So we're going to put that in, see if it works for shifting. When I took it apart, it was completely disgusting. Grease, hard, old. Worst comes to worst, we're going to have to buy a Hurst, because I keep reading on ITMs, they're still not any good. So we'll figure out what we're going to do, see if it works finally. If it doesn't, then we'll go to a Hurst, because an ITM rebuild kit's about 120 bucks and a Hurst is 200 new, with new rods and everything. So probably what we're going to end up doing. If anything, we'll put the Hurst in the Challenger and put the old one in the Duster, because I know the old one works, but it need to be replaced as well. So it's the best thing about having two cars. You can have one car just eventually be fresh and one car that just runs off the old stuff. So we'll keep going, we'll keep doing what we need to do. Hey, we're back. It's another day. The car beat me yesterday. We gave up. So the issue I'm having is my 4-speed. Every time you try to put it in, I believe it's 3rd and 2nd, which are both the down gears, it was kicking the reverse. And I let it beat me yesterday. Cut up my hands, cut my wrist. Always clean up your edges when you're done. Let me see if I can find a quick flashlight. Give you guys a peek at what I'm looking at a little better. So I went on the internet and started looking around. Almost just went and bought a brand new $700 shifter. So what I did is I looked on YouTube. The guy who owns Jezebel, I'll put a link right there to who it was, but he had the little idea of a trick. You put a screwdriver in between that little thing and it gives you the best shifts. So the problem I'm having is this is how my linkage is supposed to go. Linkage is supposed to go like that, but it can't go like that because it's not long enough or something's hitting. But I've got to get it, oh, that's embarrassing. I need to get it pretty much on there somehow, but I'm missing about a couple inches. So we're gonna try to look around for the linkage from 3-speed, because I know it's around here, and maybe I can take the rod, little piece out of that, and put that in there, or I can go to some place on the internet I found and they sell the rods $50 a piece, which is it's pretty expensive actually, I thought. But the trick was put the screwdriver in there, line everything up, and then try to get everything in place. Other than looking up on the internet, going on all these Plymouth sites, trying to figure out how the linkage went in the first place. But we're not going to let the transmission beat us. We're going to come back. We're going to hopefully have it working as soon as we find that missing linkage piece. And it's just that little plate. I just don't know where I put it. But we'll be back. We'll get everything going, and I want to test drive this damn car, if not today. So let's get back at it. Alright, we're back. We got the shifter. Excuse me while I get in here to show you. So, the trick we had to figure out was right here, there's a little indentation. When you're in neutral, you're able to put that rod in there. With that rod in there, adjust your linkage. My linkage, the reverse one, was bent up. Don't know how or what, but I took it, heated it up, and bent it back. Now that it fits, no longer have to buy a $500 shifter. So that's done after about a week and a half. Should not have been that hard. Let's keep working. Stopping point. So we recorded some. We took both the front brakes apart. Burnt ourselves pretty good using the torch. Definitely not the funnest thing to do, but we got them all taken apart. Bucket for driver's side, bucket for passenger. We're stopping because I don't have seals to put anything back together. The bearings seem fine. We're just going to repack them, but I don't have seals. And I probably could have taken them out without wrecking them if I'd looked at them before I really took them out, but we're gonna go buy seals. We have to buy a new brake line for each side. I mean, this one's just, they're just old. They don't want them to fail, so bleed the brakes once for hopefully a couple bucks. They won't be much if I go buy them, so we're gonna get out of here for the day. This weekend's pretty much done. If you guys enjoyed stuff, like, subscribe, comment, give me something. Am I a hack or am I hacking it together? So appreciate everyone watching. Have a good one.